This is going to be insane. Would you risk social exile for $200,000? This man is about to be cut off from the entire world for 30 days. No phone, no internet, no friends, no contact with anyone. If he speaks to or interacts with a single person, he loses all of the money. He will live in a small isolated house in the middle of nowhere, fully equipped with cameras, food, and nothing else. His only mission: survive isolation for 1 full month and win $200,000. Are you ready? Yes, man, let's do it. Good luck, bro. You're braver than me. This is gonna be crazy. As the doors lock behind him, his only connection to the outside world is us through these screens. No calls, no messages, no voices, just complete social silence. The first few hours seem fine. He's dancing, talking to himself, making plans. But by day 2, reality starts hitting him. The silence is so loud, it's almost deafening. Every sound of wind or floor creak feels like company but isn't. He talks to his reflection in the mirror, but even his echo doesn't respond. On day 3, we decide to test him with temptation. A delivery van pulls up and drops off a phone. If he picks it up even once, he loses everything. The phone rings. He stares at it for a full minute, sweating, pacing around the room. That call could be from anyone: his family, his best friend, or maybe us. He covers it with a blanket and walks away. That's one strong start, but the isolation is only beginning. By day 5, he's made a schedule. Wake up, work out, write notes, talk to the cameras, and pretend he's on a talk show. The house is silent, but his mind is loud. He talks about how weird it feels when no one responds back. He starts naming the furniture. The chair becomes Steve, the couch is Lisa. It's honestly wild to watch. On day 7, we raise the stakes. We play a recording of his best friend calling his name from outside the window. He runs to the glass shouting, "Pat, Pat, is that you?" But no one is there. It was just an audio trick to test his will. He sits down, breathing heavily, realizing how desperate he's become for human connection. That moment breaks him for a second, but he doesn't quit. Halfway through the challenge, he gets a surprise twist. In the corner of the room is a black box. Inside it are 3 envelopes. One says relief, one says risk, one says random. If he opens any of them, he could gain something or lose everything. He decides to open risk. Inside is a letter that says, "You can talk to one person for 1 minute, but you'll lose $50,000. He stares at it for hours. That 1 minute could heal his loneliness or destroy his prize. He tears the paper in half and says out loud, "Not worth it. I've come too far." Day 15, his mind starts to play tricks. He starts drawing faces on the walls out of boredom. He even makes a fake dinner setup with invisible friends saying cheers to no one. He's laughing, crying, talking to himself all at once. We're watching through cameras in disbelief. By day 20, he's surviving purely on routine. He works out, counts to 1,000, does push-ups, builds card towers. He's lost track of time. He says things like, "I think I'm talking to the walls now, but I'm okay." He keeps reminding himself, $200,000, $200,000, that's the mantra keeping him going. Day 25, we give him a new twist. He wakes up to find a laptop on the table with a message. "You can end isolation. Now talk to your friends, but you'll only get 50,000 or stay 5 more days in total silence and win the full 200,000. He looks straight into the camera and says, 5 more days, let's go. He closes the laptop and starts meditating. The last 5 days are pure survival. He talks to himself for motivation. He writes letters to people he can't send. He even starts giving motivational speeches to the camera, telling others how silence teaches you what truly matters. He's visibly exhausted, his beard grown, his eyes red, but he keeps smiling. Finally, day 30. The door unlocks. The sunlight hits his face for the first time in a month. He walks out, blinking, shaking his head, smiling and crying at once. We rush in, cheering. He did it. He survived 30 days of complete social exile without a single word to anyone. Jimmy hands him the briefcase full of $200,000 and says, "You just proved the hardest battle isn't against fire or danger, it's against loneliness." He hugs his parents, crying. "This money isn't just for me," he says. "It's for the people who remind me that life is meant to be shared." And just like that, He risked everything not for fame or thrill, but to show what isolation does to the human soul. Would you risk social exile for $200,000?